And welcome in, everybody, back to another Saints stream. Today, we have a very, very big matchup on our hands. It's going to be Simon Fraser taking on St. Clair College here in the NACE Star League, but this is going to have CLOL seeding implications on the line. There is a lot of the committee watching. No, shout out to Adam and some of these other Florida Southern. I don't know why. I looked at another FS team earlier. I apologize, Florida Southern. Their team is way, way too good to be slandering like that just early in the broadcast. But I have dragged Ryan, the ghost of the broadcast, out onto the desk today as we break down one of the biggest league matches of the year.
Yeah, first time ever broadcasting or commentating league as well. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll be the question asker for everyone that doesn't know league.
Listen, you've been watching and exposed to a lot more League of Legends than even you might like.
I got a little bit.
You picked up. I guarantee you picked up a lot more than you might have thought you had the last little while. So we should be in for a very fun night. And I mean, to be fair, this is a good day to pick to come on the league desk. This should be a very, very fun game.
Yeah, especially watching these two teams in the first semester. I believe it was this game against Florida Southern and I believe Fisher College were our two closest games that we had last semester. And I was there for both streams, and they were crazy games. So this is definitely going to be a good one today. Yeah,
and like we said, there is a CLOL seeding implication on the line, and these are two teams that could potentially meet down the line in CLOL. These are two teams riddled with challenger players, riddled with some of the best players in all of collegiate. So, I mean, I guess one quick note about our League of Legends team in general, I guess they've been riding a very, very hot wave recently, been playing very, very well in that Aegis Champions League. They've been playing very, very well in the NACE Star League. So, I mean, both of these teams undefeated, right? I believe that's going to be Florida Southern being 6-0, and we are going to be sitting at 5-0. So, both of these teams yet to drop a game, but League of Legends isn't a very, even though there is always that set meta, it feels like in collegiate week by week, we always see some stuff that I'm left scratching my head wondering, how did we either get here or how did these picks and these drafts come through?
Yeah, yes. Going through some of these picks, I started playing League in September, so I'm very, very new. So
you haven't got the brain rot yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. I'm developing it though. That's a problem.
Listen, I would say it's a good problem, but realistically, probably not good in the long run. Keep your purity away from this game. But looks like we are getting into draft as the overlay gets popped up here. And we talked about it before the break, but this mid laner for Florida Southern, basically a one-trick Zoe, and Zoe can be a very, very hard champion to hit. It's one of those champs where it's super, super niche. She is very strong right now. It's just one of those, we're gonna take it away, and we don't want to see it the rest of the game.
Yeah, I remember I believe it was the first match. Yeah, it was Zoe, and she just TPs underground. Flies back up in behind them, and you're dead. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. So it's good to see that ban come through.
Yeah, her R is basically that constant teleport. Now we are going to see Tristana getting banned up for Florida Southern. So one of the more consistent ADCs. If you've been around long enough, you have seen Rock Boom go out. Yeah, you have seen Rock Boom absolutely hyper carry on this champ. It's again one of the most consistent ADCs. Lots of nice attack damage. But first wave of bans going to be through. I would expect to see. Okay, so the Caitlyn ban coming through for St. Clair. I was expecting maybe to see a Wukong ban coming through for them. I know Florida Southern. Their jungler has been playing a ton of Wukong. He is challenger, and Wukong, arguably the best jungler in the game right now. It's Wukong, Vi, maybe sometimes Sejuani a little bit less. So now there's like 3 or 4 core junglers that seem to run the game right now. But Saints opting to take away Caitlyn. Yeah,
and I do believe that is Gragas, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Let's go.
1 for 1.
Yes, 1 for 1. We're good. I just know he throws a barrel at you. Yeah, infamous Bomba.
It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite thing. But Gragas, and then another top lane, mid lane flex pick. I guess even jungle. It's one of those, like, in League of Legends too, you see some of these characters, it's like somebody will pick them and like keep the other team guessing, like, okay, where is this champ gonna go? We can try to counter pick off that. But we've seen Ricky playing a lot of that Gragas recently. I think we've seen Maddie or Alonso playing it as well in that jungle spot. So one of the more solid champs in the game. He's gonna be taken off the board there. We are gonna see Jarvan now getting banned away. So Jarvan again, one of those super, super high power early junglers. Basically, Jarvan hits level 2, watch out bot lane. He just wants to get around the map nice and early. He is very, very strong in the meta right now, has gotten a recent round of buffs. So they're opting to go away from that one.
Yeah, watching these Jarvan picks, it's just, I would say W key because I'm an FPS player, but just go. But now
you do click the W key.
Yeah, true. But Zeri, very popular in this new meta. Seen it a lot lately. Yeah. And especially with the recent LCS finals as well, I saw it a lot in there.
Oh yeah, if Zeri was dominating the meta for 4 or 5 months, fell out of favor extremely hard. She's back. Literally, when Zeri is in the middle of getting a double, triple, watching pro play, they're like, oh, Zeri moment, because literally you can see the pentakill coming even before it like starts to materialize. But it's gonna be Xayah getting first pick for the Saints. So Xayah, one of those top tier ADCs is basically Zeri, Jinx, Aphelios, Xayah. One of these 4 to 5 champs is probably gonna be that main ADC. Usually you're gonna pair Xayah with the Rakan, but Florida Southern opting to take that pick away because Rakan, super, super strong engage, very, very strong right now.
Yeah, I've been just from watching the Saints games and like LCS and LFL.
You've
and all
seen
that
these
stuff.
two.
You see all of them. I'm not too familiar with the names, but like I know that is a strong character.
Yeah, to be fair, and Zaya Rakan are technically they're like a couple. They got built in as a couple. So right now, I mean, Florida Southern, you just divorced this happy couple. So we're gonna see how that translates over onto the Rift. But it is going to be the Maokai getting picked up for Florida Southern. So again, one of those high priority junglers. I guess somewhat surprised to not see the Wukong get picked, considering the OPGG was looking pretty nice for his Wukong. I think 8 or 9 wins in a row, high challenger, very high win rate.
And every single game on the OPGG was Wukong, and with
a lot of MVPs.
Yeah, a lot of MVPs and like 10 kill plus games. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
it was definitely something to be spoken for. But because Rakan has been taken off the board, usually it's going to be some kind of engage with Zaya. So it's going to be that Nautilus and Zaya. If someone dives in at St. Clair, very good at keeping them there, trying to lock them down. Zaya with the feathers. You send out 5 or 6 feathers, pull them all back, and you can root someone. Nautilus obviously bonk.
Yeah, exactly, and you get that hook as well. It's really useful. Now Olaf, I've seen Ricky play a lot of Olaf.
Olaf is good.
I think this is the CC immune.
Yeah.
Okay. I know this.
Yeah. So I told you, League is confusing, but I guarantee you knew more than you thought you would from having seen enough of the gameplay.
Yeah.
I told you, there's only been like 28 champs for the last 6 months.
True.
You've seen all of them at some point.
Yeah. Every time I see CC immune, when I'm in the director's chair, I'm yelling CC immune,
yeah.
and you just see him running like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, watch out.
Yeah. That's his R ability. It's called Ragnarok. Very fitting for this Viking warlord.
Yeah.
Basically, run people down. No ability to get stunned or stop. But we are going to see the Malphite getting picked up. So Malphite has been seeing a lot more play recently, received a big round of buffs. And funny thing about Malphite, there was an LPL game this morning. I saw a Malphite get a pentakill with no damage items. He had half of one tank item in boots and guess what happened right after? Ran it down and lost the game. So we'll see how the pick does end up coming through, but it is definitely a very strong, safe top lane pick. We see it picked more and more as time goes on, and we're going to see LeBlanc getting taken off the board for Florida Southern.
Yeah, I know that is a Bakery Boys special, but I do believe we have Akashi in the mid lane today, but obviously still a super strong character. But now, Sivir ban.
Sivir's not a champ that we have seen too much of. She's one of those hyper-scaling champs. I mean, we were in the Sivir meta for 4 or 5 months last year. Thankfully, we're not quite there anymore, but she was just completely dominant over the entire course of the game. It was first picked, first banned pretty much 100% of these times, but Florida Southern might have had something cooking up with that Sivir, so that's going to be gone away. Also, we're going to see Silas getting taken away. So now we're going to see some mid lane priority taken away from Akashi. And if you've watched Akashi play, especially the last few weeks, Akashi has been carrying on the Talia, on the Ahri, I think playing maybe some Syndra, some Lissandra as well. So there's still a lot of really good mid lane picks for Saints to go off of, and they're going to take away Varus. So they're clearly targeting the ADC.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually, one of my co-op AI games that I only play for League of Legends because I am horrible. I tried Varus, did horrible, of course, but is an interesting character. I'm an Ashe. Ashe is like my one, so I was like, oh, bow and arrow. It might work.
It's similar enough.
It did not work.
it's a similar enough kit, though. Varus just, really high damage output, really good in the early game, scales fairly well. Ezreal actually getting picked up. So Ezreal, haven't seen much of him for a very long time. I think he is set to get a buff in a month or two when MSI comes around for all the pro teams. There is going to be a very large patch that's probably going to shift the meta quite a bit, but we are not quite there yet. So Ezreal, very safe. You can, dash in and out, find these Qs, lots and lots of sustain. Now we're going to see the Udyr getting picked up, so just big beefy jungler, just eat shots for your team.
Yeah, shout out Daniil. His favorite.
I think it's his favorite video game character.
I think so. every time we're in for a league broadcast, it's, oh, where's Udyr? And he's in the meta, so here he is.
Here we are once again, and that's going to be Victor getting taken out for the mid lane. So Victor, pretty immobile, slow champ, but hits like a truck. Just a super safe mid lane pick. Just farm away, scales extremely well. So the Saints right now, I see some kind of vision for the team comp at least. You have a nice front to back with the Olaf, the Udyr. You have the Nautilus Zaya on the back line. Anivia is going to be that mid lane answer. So Anivia, again, just very safe. She can put down an ice wall, big circle of frost to slow you down. Dude does damage, can lock you up. She tries to combo off the side of that. So decently rounded comps for both sides. Not the 10 I was expecting to see. I'm surprised we didn't see a Wukong. Maybe I wouldn't seeing Vi with no Zeri, not necessarily what we're going to see. So definitely different drafts from what I was expecting. Florida Southern's draft surprising me a lot more than the Saints is, especially as far as like what's considered meta right now. But I know Anivia, very strong champ in solo queue, very high win rate. Ezreal, if you know how to pilot, it's one of those champs, right? Super high skill ceiling. But if you're banning away 3 ADCs, I have to imagine he's going to be pretty good with it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like, again, if you know how to play the character, it's unmatched. Like no matter what, if you know how to play, you're good. And especially at this high level, we're expecting a good game here.
I was going to say, all these players, there is about 8 or 9 challengers in this lobby or former challengers. So this is about as good as it's going to get for Collegiate League of Legends. And right now, honestly, I'm not even sure what draft I actually favor. Florida Southern has a lot of really good engage tools. They have a lot of poke damage they can send through. The Saints as well, though. Having that Olaf, I think, is going to play very well. And I'm hearing some people spawning on the Rift, it would seem, and we are going underway. Game 1, St. Clair College taking on Florida Southern. It may be a regular season game, but we have got CLOL implications on the back of it. And we are getting underway now as they walk up to lane.
Yeah, getting this early game through. We're going to be seeing Maddie in the jungler position for tonight's match. Alonso not being in the roster today, but we're looking at a bit of a potential engage here.
The thing with 2 of the teams that are this good, sometimes you're going to see the early invade. Usually you have a little bit more respect for your team. Unless you try one of those like cheeky, like I remember against UC Irvine, they brought Ricky into the bot lane as Scion and had him charge Q with 3 other members, and it was like a really little clever 4v1, and Ricky already good led to Q and a couple little hacks over there onto Drycon there. So Olaf is going to be very, very good at trading. You pick up, he throws the axe, he goes and picks it up again, it like refreshes the cooldown and gives you more mana back. So throw axe, go catch axe. Simple enough for Ricky.
Yeah, was that Anivia as a bald eagle skin?
It might be, actually. I didn't actually get a chance to see. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it is.
So cool.
That is called freedom in a nutshell, my friends. That is awesome. Listen, League has skins for all. They have sold out. Yeah, they have sold out like Emumu or like Surprise. Like they've done so many different ones where it's just like it's so funny, so clever. But gonna see Maddie starting on the top side here. Ricky gonna give him a nice little leash here. Gonna get back to lane just after the fact, but. We're going to see actually both junglers starting on the top side. Drakowski is going to be going over for that red buff. Has that phase rush as well. We're going to see Anivia actually bringing the phase rush as well, it looks like. So going to have a lot of movement speed, a lot of ability to get away. Should be a pretty, a fairly even back and forth poke battle in mid.
Yeah, going through just these first, I would say 2 minutes now, there's been a lot of just like little slight jabs at each other. Like Ricky in the top lane getting started off early. Now the anti-hero, my mistake, the bald eagle in Anivia.
Captain America.
Just throwing out some shots here, trying to get them out of lane.
Yeah, a game of League of Legends is, I consider it similar to either like a UFC or like a boxing match, because you're, the early part of the fight, you're throwing a couple jabs, maybe throw a couple leg kicks, try to see what the opponent, throw a couple feints, see if you can kind of make any reads, see what might be open up there. And then once you see that window, once you can create that window, whether the jungler comes through or you find some way to set up vision and set some kind of trap, then you start to let the haymakers go. But early on, because that's the thing in League, you probably can't win the game in the first 5 minutes, but you can sure as hell lose it very, very quickly.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. I have been on that end of the field just like playing with some friends, and I always get baited into playing norms, and like I'm terrible. So like they just throw me on support and say good luck.
Yeah, League will teach you very, very quickly that not everyone is equally good at video games, and not especially in certain, because you look up, it's like my bot lane is 0-4. It's been 7 minutes. They have a 4-0-3 Lee Sin. I'm not exactly sure what went wrong here, but both of these teams, they are a lot more buttoned up than that. So I'm expecting to see honestly a pretty slow early game, especially from like Akashi and Antihero. They both don't really want to fight too much in the early game. They both just want to stack up items, scale, get that ability power. Maddie though, going for the early little invade. I don't know if he actually got that smite off in time. He didn't have smites. Yeah, Maddie's smite wasn't up. It was just to scare away there.
Yeah, just to give him a little, I'm here, watch out. But Ricky, going in for this.
Ricky actually gets a kill here, I think.
Nice.
Wow.
Very well done.
That's Olaf for you. It's one of those champs. I say it every single week. You think you might be doing okay. The fight is maybe going okay, and all of a sudden you get whacked a couple of times, and then you end up falling. And Duraken at least didn't waste any summoner spells, but Ricky only has to burn the flash, finds first blood. And for Olaf is a scary dude as the game gets later and later, especially when he pops that Ragnarok and you cannot CC him. If he has 2 or 3 items under his belt, like already, this is going to be a pretty nice lead for that top side. And then Ricky can start to run around, maybe try to go invade that top side jungle. And Akashi right now actually laning very, very nice against Yanivia as well.
Yeah, I was going to say anti-hero kind of low on mana and health here. Akashi, like...
One thing to mention with Anivia, just to cut you off. If you see the little wings on her health bar right there? She has a passive ability where if she dies while the passive is up, she gets like in a little egg form and she like slowly like revives. But you can kill her. It's, you know, the Zac character, he splits into goo? Same kind of idea. So you can take her down while she's respawning, but at level 4, you don't really have the damage to do it. So if she dies, she's like, it's fine, I'll come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say...
That's why she's like that low health and still pushing, because normally it's like, yo, what are you doing?
Yo, Doug.
Yo, question mark ping mid.
Yo, whoa. Yeah, I thought you were going to say he turns into an egg like Yoshi and starts rolling her.
That would be, I mean, that's
that
Rammus.
Would be cool.
That's Rammus, basically.
True,
I was going to say that, because Rammus, pretty similar shape and style. That we're going to see Paramore going for the taunt there. The charm is going to get tagged down just a little bit, is going to get hit by those feathers as well. So this bot lane has been very, very even. Rockboom has that slight CS lead. I think I slightly favor the Xayah Nautilus bot lane, given to the fact that if they get onto this Ezreal, they're probably going to be able to find the kill. That is a nice double knock-up, though. And now we see Drakowski coming for the gank. Rockboom, he's going to have to try to get away. Rockboom is going to still keep walking away. He's got that. He had to burn that flash, had to burn the cleanse as well. Javi is going to take down Biscetti in the bot lane of Florida Southern, going to even things up.
Yeah, really good job by Biscetti to kind of keep
there's the resurrect.
Oh, there it is.
And dead.
Yeah, but honestly, great job by Biscetti keeping Rockboom alive, getting that hook.
Yeah.
As well.
I think he flashed in front of one of them as well to make sure to block.
That's
protect the president.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Listen,
that's pretty much the bot lane.
That's a good support. Like we said, like we mentioned earlier, like the Jinx Thresh. Like your job is to protect the ADC. Like Rockboom, once he gets like 2 or 3 items under his belt, Xayah is an absolute problem, especially with some of the items that she can get. Ricky is gonna pop the Ragnarok. Draken's gonna flash, but the flash is not gonna matter. Ricky absolutely hacks up Duraken to pieces, and that is 2 kills over to this top side, and Ricky already trying to get this game snowballing, and that's going to be so good for the Saints, because now you're going to make Drakowski go to that top side, at least show to some degree, because Olaf can shred towers, and he can shred objectives as well.
Yeah, and he's already...
Ricky's proxying the wave.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's already, like, ahead of the turret.
Yeah,
just farm the wave. Minions go.
Yeah, you farm the wave as it walks up, because then there's no wave to catch the tower, so Ricky's wave is just going to go under the tower will take them out.
Yeah, for
just
sure.
Stop farm, stop tempo, stop everything.
But now, Florida Southern kind of prepping in for drag, but it looks like they're going to be kind of spreading back out, going back to their lanes. Not too sure about it yet.
Yeah, I wonder if they're worried about Ricky possibly roaming down there or making some kind of appearance, especially because he's got such a decent lead already in this top side. And we're going to see the TP did get burned from Duraken as well. So yeah, that's Nivea. Big AoE slow frost. Very, very simple to understand. So Akashi, Victor, no, not very mobile, but he has a pretty similar kit than Nivea, you know, has the W for the slow. Rockboom getting tagged down just a little bit. This Rakan Ezreal bot lane definitely can pack that punch. And Rakan is probably, I would argue, the best support in the game right now. He's one of the top 3 or 4 before he gets any of these nerfs, so it is always going to be a very, very strong pick. Akashi, a little more poke with that E. Now we're going to see Florida Southern trying to get the shove bot lane, but Paramore walking up a little bit too far. The bone plating does get procced, but he's going to dash back to his teammate for safety.
Yeah, really, really good fights going on in the bot lane. They're really keeping it even. Minus that one gank that they had from Dragowski, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been keeping it really, really close.
Yeah, it's always good for the bot lane, especially for St. Clair. If you lose that early kill, you don't want to go too aggressive to get it back, but they're going to force the flash. They are going to ignite Paramore. Should be able to survive, though, I believe, on 1 health there. They are going to do just that. It looks like this dragon has also been started by Florida Southern, seeing if they're probably going to get this one. I don't suspect the Saints are going to try to contest this one. They don't have bot push. They don't really have that mid push right now. So it's going to be the first Infernal Dragon over to Florida Southern, assuming things get topped off there. Ricky showing top side, but they're making a cross map play. You trade the drag, you get the Herald.
Yeah, for sure. And I do believe this is Flame Dragon, like what?
Infernal Dragon.
Same thing. Thank you. It does damage
it
boost?
do burn. Yeah, it's like damage boost, damage buff,
okay.
basically.
Thank
you. Cloud is basically like speed, Ocean is healing, Fire is damage, and then Mountain is like shielding plus AP, and then Elder is Elder, and you know, Chemtech sucks, so who cares?
Yeah, it's just a teleport.
Hex Tech is really good. The Hex
Free
Tech
TP.
one, the free TP plus the damage.
Oh.
Speaking of damage, that was a nice little dive to the top side. Akashi shows for merely 5 seconds, but it is enough for Ricky to get the all-in under tower. The beauty of that Ragnarok, no summoner spells necessary for either of those Saints as well. So right now, honestly,
That's so dangerous.
and that's the tricky thing now. If you're the side of Florida Southern, you have to make sure you get your top laner back in the game, but the mid laner's not having too fun of a time either. That is a 3-man fiesta. That is 1 kill gone over to the Saints.
no.
Paramore looks like they may be shortly falling in a few seconds here. Maddie gonna run him down and run him out of town. Saints right now, hot start to the early game.
Yeah, that was Rock Boom looking like in some trouble here. Gets rooted, but is able to get out of it. But
He popped his R.
Wait.
Rockboom can pull E. I think he's on cooldown. That is a big E from Rockboom. However, the fact that he falls might actually have been a good thing. He drew enough time over where Maddie and Biscotti should be able to find this Ezreal. You're in a bad neighborhood, my friend. That is one more auto. Maddie takes down Javi as well. And right now, St. Clair, although they traded back these 2 kills to Ezreal, Ricky is already starting to get fed. He already has the Gore Drinker. We see Maddie getting fed as well. And Akashi 3-0-1 on the Victor right now. So the Saints, I mean, again, besides 2 kills to Ezreal and a bot lane, that is still fairly even in gold. It's only a 500-600 difference. The Saints right now are throttling elsewhere.
Yeah, look at that top lane gold difference. Ricky at 4.4.
Mid is 1200 too.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's and Olaf is fun to play against when he has a lot of items.
Yeah, CC immune, just run. Just run and go for a kill.
That's the thing too, because usually that Maokai R is like the start of the fight. Oh, anti-hero, you're in a bad spot. The Viking King himself, Ricky. Oh, he fails his flash. Ricky fails his flash over the pit. Not able to find the kill, but he does trade flash for flash. He actually did pop his ghost too, so Ricky was looking for the kill. Unfortunately, not able to find it, but he still has a firm grasp on this top lane.
Yeah, he's definitely putting in work. Over the past couple of games, when he plays, like, obviously it's different for every champion that you play, but when you're playing Sion and you have 10k damage...
Oh, he got it with the E!
Oh, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he put the Victor R on him too. That's going to be another dead Anivia. That bird is clipped.
Oh, so it's like it's like when Sion dies and he goes on a rampage.
Yeah, but hers is on a cooldown.
Oh.
Sion's is every time he dies because he's just a big meaty tank anyways. Anivia's is on like, I think it's like, I don't know, 45 or like a minute cooldown or something. So you don't have it all the time, but you have it. But right now that the Saints have 2 or 3 items, you can see oh cool, you can resurrect. But if you're not safely in the backline, you just get immediately taken down.
Yeah, you're basically toast.
So it's like, it's nice, but when you're getting 3 men dove mid, it's
not a good time. Not a good time.
Rift Herald getting dropped mid. That's going to be mid tower already gone. So the Saints are going to get first tower gold, and they're going to get all these plates. That is 500 gold to Akashi on a Victor that already almost has 1 complete item. Maddie now looking to find the kill on Drakowski, but that is a tanky-esque Maokai. Just going to back away. Right now, if you're the Saints, just don't throw the early lead, because right now you have a nice sizable lead.
Yeah, you're looking at what, almost 5k gold lead right now?
At 12 minutes.
At 12 minutes as well, and Ricky and Rockboom, and I believe that's Akashi playing Akashi's mid lane, right?
Yeah.
So they're almost at 10, like almost pushing 10 CS a minute as well, which is insane.
The fact that you can find
there,
and that's the thing too, when you can skirt around the map and find the farm and find the gangs just like they do in the top lane. Ricky has been the center of it all this game so far. Ricky is going to try to find this trade. No, that's Olaf, baby. He can hack away there. He will get taken down by anti-hero. That is going to be a shutdown over to the Anivia. Might be able to find a second kill here too. Akashi not in the best of situations, but Maddie there to support him. Now Akashi. Biscotti just misses the hook. Biscotti usually good to land that hook. Maddie trying to chase them down topside, but again, all that action for a 1-for-1.
Yeah, everyone trying to get their bill 35 for that loom.
Gotta cash out.
But looking, is that a 550 gold bounty for Akashi?
Yes.
Holy,
that's gonna be about 800 gold to whoever kills him.
Yeah, I was gonna say my eyesight's not too good, but I do see 2 5s there.
He has a lot of. Akashi's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, just looking
quite
at the
build for 13 minutes. He's got a full item and half an item at 13 minutes.
And boots on top of that.
Yeah,
too.
that is.
This is.
You better be careful of this.
Scary.
They better be careful of this Victor, because he is not gonna one-shot some of these members, but he is going to come pretty close to doing so.
Yeah, for sure. And Saints doing really well in like doing in their team.
Yeah.
In their team fights, or like just like getting those ganks through and like just taking them out like almost picture perfectly. And now Florida going for their second drag.
Surprised the Saints are gonna get this one over. It looks like they might have had the space to contest, but they're gonna say, hey, just a Chemtech Dragon. We're gonna let that one go. We're gonna let you guys have that 2 dragon stack. We're gonna go invade this top side jungle, try to keep this lead around it. That's the thing too. It's the Chemtech Drake. It's not that good. It's probably one of the 2 worst drags, and it's only the second dragon, so if you can break that top tower, you can go steal away the entire top side jungle. You consider that a net win as a trade. Obviously, you know, you want to start to play the objectives now especially, but you've completely rinsed the entire top side jungle. This wave is crashed in all the way down. This Malphite just basically can't farm, sitting at 0-4, trying to build full tank. The only thing is, Ricky is going to rip through that armor. Going to see Javi firing off that R, trying to see if he can, you know, just chop up the wave a bit. Saints right now fighting for this top side vision, though. Oh yeah, let's get the Herald right away.
Yeah, and like, I don't think Florida Southern can compete on this.
They should not.
Like, because it's going to be either 3 men dead.
They're getting stat checked if they try.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting ego child if anything happens.
Yeah, this is
which,
you know,
Ricky's already doing that.
Ricky's got to be careful, though. You know, while it's nice to land these Qs, now that Malphite at least has 1 tank item under his belt, he can need a couple more Qs before going down as easily before. You know, Malphite. Of course, they're playing both on the same team. Even earlier, we said, oh,
they both look like trees.
Yeah, they're both rocks/trees. Yeah, the Lorax approves of both of them, one way or the other. But bot lane taking a quick little recall there, getting that wave shoved in. Ricky, always looking for action. Once he got that Darius Penta, he got the taste of blood back. He's been looking to try to take control of the Rift. But, I mean, this is about as top gap as it gets so far. So right now, it's just stay the course. Don't get picked. Don't give these shutdowns easily to the side of Florida Southern.
Oh, and speaking of Ricky just taking the lead, like almost a 3K gold lead.
Wow.
By just him alone, especially in Akashi, too.
2,400 on Akashi, 2,000 on Maddie almost. Even Rockboom, he's got 0 kills. Ezreal has 2, dead even gold. Dead even. Because he be farming. And again, those 2 kills, both kills being on Rockboom and Biscotti, they didn't have shutdowns, so they really weren't, like, yes, they were good kills, but they weren't really worth that much. Yeah, like, the kills were good to get. They were nice ganks. They got you some XP, but if Rockboom farms 2 or 3 waves just like that, it's going to be it. He's going to pop the cleanse pop. Javi is going to have to run away to safety there. The heal actually going to come through. He's going to fire that R back, but the Saints, they might have their eyes on this bot side dive. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit of a fiesta here. The Saints definitely looking at posture. Okay, that's why. They're going to drop the Rift. They're going to take this T1 turret. They're going to try to get this bot wave shoved in as much as possible. And if Florida Southern steps too far up, I predict they will go for a fight, which they will do just now.
Oh, that Anivia going, Paramore, the Anivia going in for the dive gets deleted.
Oh, look at Ricky. Look at Ricky running and running and running, and there is no one that can get away. That's going to be another dead bird. Duraikon is the last one to fall there. Maddie, oh, it's all on Javi. Ezreal's trying to do his best. He's trying to jump to safety, but he's got nowhere to go. A triple kill for Akashi. That is the arcane buff at its finest. Ricky gets the full house with Akashi there. 15 kills at 17 minutes, 11K gold lead just about. This is a dominant early game in a statement game too. These 2 teams are possibly meeting later in CLOL. This is for high seeding, although it is NACE. This is a very, very big game. There are a lot of big eyes on this game, and right now St. Clair, they are passing this test with flying colors.
Yeah, 10K gold lead. They got objective bounties on the turrets. Like, they're struggling at the moment, Florida.
Yeah, the one good thing with League is because they have these, comeback mechanics. If Akashi dies, that's about 1,000 gold to someone.
Yeah, you
get that gold on the Ezreal or on the Anivia, you're going to be in for a really good time. I guess that is one thing, too, to note about this team. If that Malphite is going to build tanky and Ezreal's not really able to get that damage output, Ezreal and Anivia are really your 2 damage dealers that are going to be that consistent damage. The Saints have Victor, they have Zaya, they have Olaf, and then they have Nautilus and Udyr to frontline. They have a very, very well-rounded comp, and Florida Southern, it's a little more risky. Like, they need Ezreal and Anivia to pop off, or they really don't have anything.
Yeah, but when you see St. Clair 5-stacking through jungle, you can't, you can't do anything about that.
Listen, 10K gold lead, you are allowed to ego chow anything you want.
Yeah, when you've got the capacity to do it, I might as well just send it.
When you got the facilities for that, you absolutely. And that's the thing with League too. Like, you can throw leads, but knowing how to play with the lead and knowing how to close games out is honestly, closing a game out in League is probably the hardest part of the game, because it's very, very easy if you can clear ways to just defend the base for 15, 20 minutes, try to wait till you get some items. It's very, it's a lot easier than trying to actually make plays, be proactive, and close the game out. But with the lead this big, the Saints are basically inviting any fight. I would expect them, the second this Baron spawns at 20 minutes, I would probably expect to see those 5 going over there and taking that thing right away.
Yeah, and like going from like closing out games, like I might just be.
That did nothing. That was Ezreal's ultimate.
The ult.
It goes across the entire map. Like the farther it goes, the thing more damage it does. But that was
less than a quarter of it.
Maddie just shielded it and said, "What hit me?"
Yeah, what was that?
Like, did someone just sneeze behind me?
Yeah, did someone? Was there wind or something?
So it looks like it's going to be the Ocean Drag. So we are going to have an Ocean Soul. So actually not the worst Soul. Would be pretty good with this Saints comp, especially with Maddie and Ricky. Giving them any extra healing on top of the healing Ricky's already getting from Death Stance and Gourd Drinker. That's going to be a tricky puzzle to figure out.
Uh-oh for Florida.
And I guess, Florida's already... Duricon, buddy.
No.
You have way overstepped your bounds. This is going to be a very, very sad Malphite. He is going to be support is going to be there, but look at the damage Ricky gets. 4 members top now just to shadow Ricky. The only thing is,
insane.
Okay, yeah, they're trying to get Vision to set up for Baron, or at least keep the Saints honest on Baron. But the only thing is, bringing all these members topside, the Saints are just going to clear out all that Vision in 20 seconds. They're going to set up their own wards around that pit. And honestly, like I said, the Saints are inviting a fight. Yeah, the Saints are inviting a 5v5 Baron fight the second that Florida Southern wants to try it.
Yeah, and especially with all, like, I might just be talking out of my rear here, but they're just tanky. Like, they're building tank items, I would assume.
Yeah, Maokai's building tank, and Malphite is building tank. The other ones are building Anivia. That Leandri's item is like burn damage. So it's good against tanks, but it's not a huge damage output. It's just good to like chip down and anti-heal.
Like
and yes, exactly. And then Ezreal has Essence Reaver, and that's his only completed item. Only out 1 item, and Ezreal, yes, he hits hard, but it is Ezreal. You can land 1 Q at a time. You don't really have AoE. Like, Rockboom can throw feathers out and hit 5 members at the same time, and then pull them all back in. Ezreal, it's a lot more linear how to use the kit, and being behind already just makes it that much harder. I mean, Akashi has the item Rabadon's Death Cap, which means he will basically one-shot half this team.
Yeah. The other character that I know for one-shots is Gangplank, I believe.
Oh, the barrels.
The barrels.
Yeah, the barrels.
Have fun with that.
He is the one character at like level 18, he can actually just pop like anyone in the game, basically. It's... I mean, we had the Saints get pented in the in the NACL, or I think it was it was the last NACL game, against Gangplank. Like you said, right? You could be charging in the base, 5 of us are dead.
What happened?
What happened?
The game's over.
Barrel incident. Saints right now, though. I think the strategy is just keep sending Ricky to the top side, shove in that top tower, try to get some space, get that pressure, send the rest of these members to try to go cause a fight. Biscotti, they're going to go in on the support, though. The Nautilus, he's going to tank all those cooldowns. He is going to walk away. That's the thing, too. He took every single cooldown, still at half HP, engaging on the support. Always a very risky thing, especially a Nautilus, because once he gets broken out of that CC chain, you're getting bonked with the hook, and you're not going to be able to play either. Exactly. So right now, it is a vision war for this Baron. The Saints really wanting to try to start this, but Florida Southern doing a very good job, at least to shadow.
Yeah, just throwing wards.
But Ricky just gets to hack away the whole time. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Like Florida Southern right now doing nothing really. Ezreal's farming mid a little bit, but Ricky has had unsupervised access to top lane.
Just doing his thing. Like, you kind of just have to... Oh, no. Big fight coming in.
Oh, that is a huge engage from Maddie. The TP is going to be on the flank, though the Maokaiar isn't going to find anything. Maddie's going to walk away scot-free. Now we're going to see the TP in, but the Raikon, you TP'd into the meat grinder. Akashi's going to take him down. Now it's going to be the Rakan falling. Ricky's on a killing spree. He is trying to run down the rest of these members. Akashi's good for a double. Ricky trying to hack up these last 2 members. The Maokai is down. It's all left to Antihero. Down he goes. You are not the protagonist of this story. The Saints get an ace for their trouble. They're going to crack open this mid lane. That is probably going to be a Baron over to them, and this is a game broken wide open.
I do believe that is the second ace of this game at 22 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a struggle bus. And speaking of going for the Baron, easy.
Yeah, I mean, don't need to fight over vision when the entire team is dead. And that's a tricky thing, too. You get the teleport to try to get the flank. It's a great idea from Duricon, but when that Maokai R doesn't land, you're now TPing into 4 live wires that were just ready to take you down. Just can't really get anything going on that Malphite this game. Honestly, it's a hard comp to play into for a Malphite, so I feel for him. It's a very tricky matchup, but, man, Akashi's 10-0-5 on the Victor.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
This is what Akashi does. He just quietly gets like 14 kills. He gets like a double kill every single team fight. Gets a double or a triple. You don't really see it because it's either just with the victor, casually just ripping people up.
Yeah,
and you see Ricky running around. Yeah, Ricky's drawing all the attention. Akashi's quietly just picking people off in the back line.
Yeah, as I am called the Phantom broadcaster, Akashi is the Phantom mid laner, just racking in all of the kills in the shadows. Because, well, I mean, Ricky, when he goes CC immune, he's shining gold. Like,
to be fair, yeah.
Like, it's definitely an eye catcher.
And when you have Udyr running around, there's two the eyes are going to go a certain direction. We're finally going to see Anti-Hero working away at this top T1, but the Saints, I don't think they're worried about the Anivia split push. They're going to send a ping out there, but if they just play 5v4, they can try to base race this thing. They're at least going to try to crack open this bot side inhibitor. And if it's a 5v4 with no Anivia, that is your your
damage.
That is one of your two main damage sources. Some would argue it's your first as the items stand, but Saints are going to crack open this tower.
Yeah,
they're going to crack open this inhibitor right now, and it's just a matter of time until they want to go for the engage. Maddie, look at the posture right now. The Anivia wall will bop them back, but the Saints right now just slowly crack open the base and work the base.
Yeah, I just noticed. Look at the amount of health that Maddie has.
Oh yeah, beefy boy. Full tank Udyr, baby.
Yeah, they already have basically 2 Nexus turrets down.
Maddie just dodged like 5 skill shots.
Dangerous.
That's what's hard though. Like Ezreal Qs are not easy to land, and they're not like even when people are sprinting around, they're a lot harder to land, especially with someone like Maddie. There's the Maokai R, but he's only gonna get 1 member immune because the rest of these members do not care about crowd control. They are gonna turn this fight on Fortis Southern, and they are angry about it. Akashi first kill, flash for the double. Yeah, Maddie running down Paramore. Akashi looking to get more. The E is gonna land a little bit more damage over this middle inhibitor, going to be cracked open, and Fortis Southern getting cracked open by Biscotti. It is only 1 member left. Anti-Hero, once again, you are not the main character, my friend. It's all about the Saints in game 1. 25-4 in the kills. A 25-minute shellacking for St. Clair College, and Fortis Southern just did not have it today. And the Saints, I mean, look across the board. When Rock Boom goes 0-2-4 and you win like this, you have got to feel good.
Yeah, like Rock Boom, usually the resident murderer on Saints, 0 kills in a 25-minute game.
Yeah, 4 assists out of 25 kills. Yeah, Rockman was just farming.
Yeah, he's just farming.
He's just throwing feathers. Call me when you need me. I'll just a couple of feathers. I'll come back to me when you need me.
Yeah,
that's insane. I didn't even realize he had
0.
That is the if you've seen the Saints streams, Rockman is usually you seeing his name a lot on the screen going godlike or going legendary. To have your ADC go 0-2-4, Akashi just goes 12-0-5. Ricky went 4-0 at 12 minutes in the top lane. It was honestly Ricky getting that early top lane lead really opened up the entire game because Malphite just couldn't play the game straight up. Ricky basically, Diffie in the Tiffy for the first 10, 12 minutes there. Nothing that Malphite could really do because Olaf, once he gets ahead, he just runs you down. And if you can't CC him, like their whole comp was based around Maokai and Anivia, get the CC, Ezreal and Anivia finish off the job and find the damage. But if you can't move and you can't block them, the Saints just have free fire the entire way and they just got rolled.
Yeah, if he gets 2 champions CC immune, you're screwed. You're screwed.
And the good thing, Maokai is still a really great champ, but he's great because of his R.
Yeah.
Don't get it fooled. That champ is only still played as much as he is because you roll the R and the team fight is automatically somewhat going your way. Unless you have, the Olaf or everybody, Maddie running around is all just, you can't lock these champs down. And then when you do, they're too tanky to kill either way. Ricky had the death stance. He had the gore drinker at 9 minutes or something. So they were just, it was just a classic. He got too far ahead. You couldn't, and then the lead was just too much to surmount for Fortis Southern, but I'm expecting a much closer game too. I think we're going to see a very, very big difference in draft next time around. So we're going to let these teams get into the break here, cook something up in between. Fortis Southern looking to get back in this one. Saints up 1-0. Welcome back in, everybody, to another game in the NACE Star League of Legends. Almost said C-Lol because there is C-Lol seating on the line. Florida Southern versus St. Clair College. Game 1. Florida Southern will do their best to forget what just happened. It was a 25-minute, for lack of a better word, it was a stomp for the Saints. They absolutely controlled the pace of the game. Ricky got off to that hot start on the Olaf. The rest of the team just absolutely snowballed. Florida Southern now, the one good thing is it can only go up from here.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was a stomp nonetheless. But going into this draft, we're going to see the same Zoe band once again. Just going off that last game, their last matchup. Sorry.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a lot of the same bands.
Yeah, very similar.
Zoe, Tristana banned away once again, so Rock Boom not going to give him that Tristana. Good decision for Florida Southern. Probably his best champ. It's been his one trick that he climbed the Chally with. So that Tristana going to be off the board. I would expect to see Florida Southern maybe ban away something like the Olaf or something, because Olaf, to be fair, is a really good ban right now anyway. Yeah. So I don't think Florida Southern, unless they want to play it themselves, if they take it themselves, I think that's still a very, very good pick. But Saints, once again, mid ADC focused. Caitlyn, gone.
Yeah, like some ADC picks are so broken. Like, I'm playing Ashe and I'm getting out, like, obviously I'm horrible, but like I'm getting outpicked by Caitlyn, just range difference. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just get sniped in the head and here, headshot. Yeah. All right, fine.
Double kill.
Yeah, double kill and the game's over.
And again, sticking with the theme of ADCs getting banned away, Rockboom doesn't actually play a ton of Zeri, at least on stream, but it is still Zeri. Once she gets 3 items, she will skate over the wall, she will get a pentakill. So they're going to take her off the board, expecting to see maybe a couple more ADC bans coming through. Maybe, actually, at this point, I'm not sure what, maybe a Varus ban, but most of the good ADCs have been out. There's only 6 good ones and 3 of them are gone.
Yeah, and on Saints, keeping with their first 3 bans, Jarvan going to be that 3rd ban. Yeah. Florida, please ban Olaf. Or take it. One of the two, please.
I think definitely, yeah, because Olaf, even like that game aside, playing in the Malphite, like, very good matchup. Gosh. Ricky definitely took advantage of the matchup too, because that's one thing too. You might hard counter a champ, but you have to play the advantage. You have to actually go out there and try to take the lead. Ricky did that. The Olaf has been very high priority top laner for a lot of teams across LEC, LPL, a lot of these different leagues. So Olaf ban actually going to come through. So we're already going to have a different draft by default with that 1 pick being gone. But I'm curious where the picks are going to come through. For Florida Southern, I'm really looking for that Wukong pick this game. Even if he gets counter-picked into it, I really want to see them grab the Wukong. It looked like it was his best champ. It is one of the best high-priority junglers in the game. That would be definitely my ideal first pick for Florida Southern.
Yeah, and like, again, looking back at that OPGG, riddled with Wukong and riddled with wins across the board. So looking to see Zaya.
Zaya.
Okay,
yeah. You're good.
I'm getting there.
We're there. No, we're not getting there.
It's the same one as last game.
Yes, exactly. So maybe this time the Saints will try for that Zaya Rakan combo, unless it ends up getting banned away. Honestly, I would expect one of these teams to ban it away. The Saints might even ban that away because Rakan goes with so many other ADCs as well. But Zaya first pick once again. Rock Boom. Didn't have to do anything last game, to be frank. He sat, he farmed efficiently, he did a great job controlling the waves, but didn't really have to do much in the team fights, you know. Did a couple good things, but it was the rest of that team performance. But there's the Wukong first pick. So there is the Monkey King.
Yeah, he, like, from what I know, he has like a big staff, and I just see swing, and and
he spins. He has like the cyclone where he makes the clone.
Oh,
yeah, where he like starts spinning, and then the second one goes out, and you have to either guess or get rolled pretty much.
Just pick and die.
Yeah, Wukong is very, very powerful. Very good skirmisher. Nice with the ganks as well. Now we're going to see Jinx getting locked in. So expecting to see Jinx Thresh maybe, Jinx Nautilus, something to that akin. She's going to play with one of those engaged champs more than likely. But Jinx, hyperscaling ADC, already way better draft from Florida Southern. This draft, these 2 champs alone, I think would beat the 5 they brought up last time. But we're going to see the Saints actually taking the Maokai this time. So going to take it on their own.
And that's going to be Maddie on the Maokai.
Maokai doesn't flex. He maybe was like top or support like times ago. Support you could, because he has lots of CC, so it's just like, oh, it makes sense. But like, he's playing jungle.
Yeah. So going to be going into this next pick here. Ornn. So Ricky just playing tank, getting CC.
Getting some Z's because it's a that's a bench top lane pick. But even Ricky, you know, I joked with him last week. We had the interview and stuff. I said they finally let you play the carry champs. Gets a Penta on Darius, goes off on the Olaf, but the team comp probably makes more sense to have the Ornn. It is one of the safest, really good scaling top laners in the game. You're going to do nothing for 20, 25 minutes, but you're going to be money in the team fights with that Oran Horn and getting those empowered mythic items as well. So it's a very, very solid pick, and this top lane is going to be absolute
nap time for sure. Level 6
Observer,
TP.
focus on the bot lane and the mid lane.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting top lane. Just gonna be farming and just like throwing out little picks and
it's
whatever.
just Shen's waiting to level 6 to get out of top lane basically, and then Oran is just getting around for team fights, setting up for those dragons. So I'd expect to see both of these top laners maybe stepping away from the lane a fair bit more than last time. Ricky last time, he had the action go to him. He sat top lane and said, bring it on. I'm going to farm this wave. You come try to tower dive me, and we're going to see who walks out on top of that one, which was him more times than not. But LeBlanc ban getting taken away. So we saw Akashi. And Akashi in the last, he's been awesome since he got here. But the last month and a half, it's like
he's been
every single series, like 10-05 carries on Ari, Victor, Syndra, Orianna. He's got a very deep mid lane champ pool. Curious what he's going to opt to go with this time. But Saints are going to take that Talia off the board. So another really, really strong scaling mid lane team fighter.
Yeah, and I believe Akashi has played that before. She the
big wall.
The wall,
she surfs
and then
on the
it's
wall.
and then
the rocks.
The rocks pop up out of the ground.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. And that's Rakan being banned.
So Rakan is going to be banned away. So not too surprising. Xayah, Rakan, nice little happy couple. They're a very, very strong bot lane duo, though they've been both buffed in recent weeks as well. But Florida Southern, they don't care about all that stuff. It's not February. They're going to split the couple up once more. Now waiting to see what the rest of these picks are going to be. If I'm the Saints, you're looking for an engaged support. They are going to ban away the Braum. Braum, very annoying to play against. And Braum, basically, I mean, the thing with Jinx is you want to protect Jinx at all costs. Braum,
shield.
Protect Jinx. He protect. He don't attack mostly. He just protect.
He protect, no attack.
And Lulu, one of those common picks with Jinx. It's usually Jinx Thresh or, Jinx Lulu, one of these enchanters. Lulu, still one of the better supports in the game. Pairs very, very well for the team fighting. And it is going to be the Blitzcrank. So, good thing with Blitzcrank, you hit that W, you go schmoovin', and if you can hook that Jinx, it is pretty much going to be lights out for her. So, that Blitzcrank could be a very, very good pick. And Cassiopeia actually going to be taken up in that mid lane. So not a champ we see super, super often, but she hit very hard.
You're going to have to fill me in on what Cassiopeia
she
does.
She literally spits venom quite frequently.
Yeah, true. Like, Snake, I've seen the character before, no idea what she does.
It's not a super common. Literally, she throws like a gas of like poison that can ground enemies, so you can't like jump or do other like stuff, and then she just spit venom.
Oh, okay, so it's like a good like Zeri counter kind of, but like obviously two different lanes, but
it could be
potential, the potential there.
Yes, it's same or like a Tristana, so like she's very good for like champs like that maybe have some mobility. She can kind of like stop them for a second or two, then it gives her a chance to catch up and start firing off her E, which is just
literally
spit poison.
Hold up, wait a minute, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, hold up, wait a minute, and we are going to see Victor getting picked up by Florida Southern. So nice, safe, hyper scaling mid lane. Florida Southern. This looks like a real draft. To be nice to them last game, that draft really relying on the Anivia Ezreal for your damage, especially into the comp that St. Clair had. I didn't really see the vision. I didn't see where that damage output was going to come from, but I see a much more well-rounded draft. This looks more akin to like a pro draft than what I was seeing last game. Saints, though, these drafts are fairly even. The top laners are going to match up fairly well. It's all going to come down right now to the mid and bot lane. I think Maddie and we're kind of in like a mid jungle meta more than the bot lane in some degrees.
What is Blitzcrank?
What? You like Blitz?
Yeah, he's just like throwing his. Looks like he has boxing gloves on just for throwing.
Listen, he does. Yeah.
Oh.
Listen,
it's like I play a little bit of Apex Legends, so it's like Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, it's like
heirloom.
Biscotti. Oh, it's almost a cheeky little hook there. Yeah, he's going to back away, though. So they had a nice little idea there. Not going to find the hook. But listen, he's doing the Macarena, too. Did you see that?
Oh, my God.
Listen, Riot is so...
They do
for better or worse,
right.
For better or worse, they are way too detailed in skins, recall animations,
no, they do
all the likes.
They do a really good job. The one skin that I do have that I somehow managed to get was the Dawnbringer Yone skin.
Oh, nice.
Love that skin. It is so cool.
You like Y1?
Y1, just slashing and teleporting.
Javi, just having some fun in the bush here, just waiting for these waves to catch up here. We're going to see both junglers posturing topside once more. Seeing Anti-Hero take a little stroll down into the brush. There looks like a decent little stack toward the mid wave right now, but they're making sure the Saints don't go for any cheeky little invades, especially when you have a Blitzcrank. It automatically means we're going to look for some, as you can see in the Baron pit. They were looking for something, because if you land a hook, you're going to find a kill. Almost guaranteed at very at the best, you're going to get a flash burn. So this mid lane, I'm expecting to be a lot more even than last time. Akashi going to be playing on that Casho. Haven't seen it too often, but definitely a champ that can hit very, very hard.
Yeah, gonna get a little bit of poke damage in the mid lane now. Junglers just gonna be getting their monsters. I don't know the technical
Camps,
term.
jungle monsters, jungle camps, still interchangeable.
Same deal. But the snooze fest going on, just a little bit of poke damage, not doing too much up there.
Top laner's fighting more than the bot lane.
That is true.
Listen, I'm down for a Shen Ornn level 1 all in for either one of these members, but
just brutality.
I mean, look at right. They've been fighting and trading the whole time. And they're both still half.
They're not even at half health yet.
That's why it's fun to watch, but it's like, okay, guys, it's watching. Right. It's like watching two like submission artists fight, like trying to stand and bang. Yeah. You know, they're like, listen, just go to the ground, start getting, let's get on with the jiu-jitsu. Let's have enough of this this faux boxing.
Yeah, it's like watching a UFC fight and everyone's booing because they're just trying to find that one chink in the armor where they can go for that takedown. They just got to be patient. But yeah, those boxing gloves are hilarious.
They're awesome. It's the best part of the skin. Biscettia, he'll be looking to throw some hooks onto these bot lane members. I see Akashi getting tagged down by that Victor E. So I mean, I'm expecting the mid lane to be fairly even. I think Akashi might have a little bit of a tricky time in the early game. Ricky is going to land a few abilities. It's going to get proc the passive too, so he's going to get a nice little touch up there. Did get Shen to burn that health potion. So theoretically, Ricky should have the advantage early in this lane, I think. Yeah. I'm not too familiar with the Orange Shen matchup. I know they're both going to be looking to set up team fights later in the game, so the laning phase probably isn't going to have that big of an impact.
Yeah, like you were saying, Shen, as soon as he hits level 6, he's TPing to every other lane. Nice hook coming in.
That might be a kill. Oh, the flash, the Ignite does get the kill. The Ignite actually does enough damage to find the kill, but it is Biscettia getting the kill. Saints have to be aware that Wukong is starting to path bot side. Rockboom looking to get this wave shifted, but a very nice cover by Maddie, making sure that bot lane is going to be safe. Dragowski might try to go over the wall here. Maddie has to be very careful.
Have the vision too. So.
Yeah, there's the W. Biscettia is going to get that landed on him, but the only thing is Dragowski, if he goes in, Jinx has no mana. He's going to probably be taking that essentially as a 1v2, and while theoretically it could work, Maddie, such a nuisance stop in the back.
Just
thing is though, that it seems like a small play, but he actually just bought Akashi 10 more seconds to get a head start on the wave.
Yeah, literally just throwing out the you thought that you're going home. No, you're going to be stuck here for another 10, 20 seconds, which Akashi's already back in lane.
That's why 8 to 10 seconds is all you need to get back into lane. I think Akashi did use a teleport as well, so you're going to make sure he doesn't want to drop any XP, want to keep the farm up. Duraikon begging Ricky, please don't stop my back. Ricky, going to oblige him, going to listen. He's not going to stop that one. He's going to crash in this cannon wave. That's going to cause this Shen to lose a decent amount of XP. Ricky right now actually having a very, very nice early game, getting that CS lead, keeping that Shen under leveled as well. Going to get that TP burned out. But Akashi, back and forth, and see it slows people too. So ground to slows and it chips away like poison damage. So Kasha, once she gets a couple items, she's going to hit very hard. Her biggest problem is she doesn't have a lot of mana in the early game. That's why Akashi has that blue tier, so you get a bunch of extra mana right early in the game.
Yeah, like I'm mainly a Call of Duty player, and when I get stunned, like that's just what's popping in my head.
Equally tilting.
For comparison, that pisses me off so much.
Oh, it's equally tilting, yeah. Not being able to play the game is the worst thing. Like getting Sombra EMP'd, mechanics like that, getting silenced in League, that's miles of horror. Either way, though. Akashi doing a very good job to get this mid lane shoved in. Right now, all three lanes rather, getting a decent little shove in, trying to get them crashed in here. Ricky is going to get traded down there. Taunt is going to land. Nice job by Duraikon there. He's going to find a nice trade over onto Ricky. Ricky, though, trying to get his pound of flesh back right now. But the Shen, very, very nice job trading.
Yeah, so I'm seeing that he's putting these swords down. What are those swords
He can pull the sword to him and it like taunts people, or like it either gives him a shield when he gets it back, or you can he'll walk behind Ricky and pull the sword through him to taunt him.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, Shen is the one I'm not super caught up on, but that's from what I've played against it, from
general
what I've
knowledge.
Yeah, general understanding.
Okay.
Let's listen. Level 6, I leave. That's all you know about Shen.
Yeah, I just know when I see Ornn, I just hear the
oh
yeah, and then just the giant bolt comes through.
Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil, Ricky is going to find the combo. Absolutely headbutts the Rykon into the ether. That is going to be a kill over to the Ornn. So take back what I said, top laners. You got some action. Listen, these two constantly fought the entire time, and the Saints have quietly gathered a nice 1,500 gold lead. It is early in the game. They're going to get an early dragon. They're getting plates in the bot lane. Ricky has top lane shove. This is a very, very nice, easy early game for the Saints.
Yeah, they're getting their money's worth here. Like that was such weird timing. Like, oh, here comes the horn.
Bonk.
Speaking of, oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
all right.
Speaking of, see ya in a gray screen, buddy. Saints, first Infernal Dragon over to them as well. So gold lead, first objective. That is exactly the kind of start you're looking for. And the good thing about getting this dragon so early is now you can actually go try to set up for the Rift Herald in a minute, 10 seconds. Usually at like 9-10 minutes, yeah, if you see someone on drag, all right, go take the Rift, boys. But now when you get it this early in the game, you can go afford to go set up on that Rift Herald, try to play for every single one of these objectives. Biscetti lurking in the bush like a rat, Blitzcrank, but Rockboom, a couple feathers down there. Paramore going to go for a little walk here. Both junglers haven't been very active yet. Been just kind of power farming away. No ganks. Maddie did go over to get that objective, but right now a very, very quiet game from both junglers.
Yeah, haven't really been seeing much. I'm just seeing Wukong in the top, middle, right-ish side of the mini-map. Just going for camps.
Just farming.
Doing his thing. Like, once he builds up that damage, he will definitely be there.
Yeah, he's waiting to get at least one item under his belt, because Wukong, he's good early game, but you want to try to get, I think it's the Divine Sunderer, the item he's going to build. This nice little, like, sustained good damage item early, and you don't really want to risk. The thing with junglers, too, is because you don't farm at the same rate as laners, if you fall behind early in the jungle, depending on who you're playing against, it can be like the Malphite from last game, where the game becomes borderline unplayable, and you'd rather just play safe, get to level 6, set up for these team fights, maybe try to get a bot lane dive going, but this wave isn't going to be very large, so it's going to take a second. But he is going to invade the Saints jungle. I'd expect to maybe see a posture for a dive here.
Yeah,
he's looking.
Yeah, he's getting there.
He is level 6 too, so Rockboom has to be
careful.
Rockboom.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Oh, Rockboom, do you have the fancy feet? The Jinxie, the Polymorph, the tower shots are going to be traded perfectly. Oh, the RE, the Super Mega Death Rocket, though, is going to find the kill. Biscetti hangs alive there. That was a decent job from Rockboom. Oh, but Akashi, the roam from the mid lane, the grounded, perfectly stunned into the tower shots. The Saints get it right back, and Biscetti, he's got his eyes on the Monkey King. Get over here, Drakowski. There's the hook, a left hook to the chin, knocks out Drakowski.
I was gonna say, like, on top of that, they were getting tower shots too, and
that was perfect. I thought Akashi could not have done that better. That was like flawless.
Picture perfect.
Had them right in front of tower. That's the grounded thing. Can't move. Stuck under tower.
Yeah, just take your damage.
That was insane.
Yeah, sit there for a sec. I'm just gonna get shot by a cannon.
Of you. That was insane.
That was a what? 3 for 1?
Yeah, and damn. Like Rockboom's credit to Rockboom, he survived way longer than he ever should have on that 3-man dive.
I thought he would have
got his R. No, he should have been dead instantly. He popped the cleanse or the heal, popped his R, pulled all the feathers back, rooted them. Akashi chain stunned. They do get the flash out of Javi though, so that is a nice little hook from Biscetti, getting that flash off the Jinx. So that might be a sign for the Saints to maybe set up this bot side dive. Now Maddie's level 6, but so is Ricky, and that's the beauty of Ornn. There's the R. He's gonna go for the dive. Akashi's got the damage, and Ricky's got the kill, and that is a beefy boy.
And Ricky just escapes like nothing happened.
Just walk it off, brush your shoulder.
Yeah, just take 3 tower shots. It's fine.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. Biscetti, ooh, trying to land that nice little sidestep hook, but right now the bot lane opening up a small lead. Rockboom already. Rockboom. This is what I was saying. Once you get that wave shoved in, Maddie is gonna look to this bot side. Jinx not having flash basically means we kill her the second that we can. They're gonna try to get something set up here. Biscetti gonna start the recall. Rockboom already one-shotting the wave pretty much. Jeez.
I do see the Wukong in the. He's
backing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing, too. If the ADC's not around and you don't have full mana and stuff, you don't want to take the risk there. Ricky, listen, look how many tower shots Bjorn can take. He takes 5 tower shots, basically. Still rinses this Shen down to half HP.
That's
nice little Q once more, yeah. Ornn is, listen, he's one of the better scaling champs in the game. Ricky already has a full item, basically, which does damage and gives him health. So this Ornn is going to be a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, I haven't really seen the Shen doing, like you're saying, doing his TPs. But are coming through from Maddie. Real trouble here. And anti-hero deleted.
Yeah, just like in Arcane. No love for Victor. Either way. Saints right now, though, the way they're playing as a team these last 2 games, it's one of those games where it looks like there's like 6 players on the Rift because they're just moving around so quickly. It's almost like Florida Southern doesn't really know what's coming, when it's coming. They don't really know how to react to some of these plays because the Saints right now, right, Akashi, just shoving mid all over the Rift and look at. This is very good play by Florida Southern. Very smart, though. When you smell a dive coming, you run back to the far tower. You don't care about the wave. You let it go. go. Akashi going to slow the wave down, slow that crash. Ricky's got to be careful, though. The taunt's going to get landed. There's the Wukong. Dragowski finally going to be able to find this kill. He's going to shut down the Ornn. Ricky's going to fall. The Rift Herald getting traded bot, though. That's going to be bot T1 down, and that's going to be a decent amount of gold into Rockboom's pocket. Has a 24 CS lead and has a pretty sizable gold lead as well.
Yeah, Florida's really got to step it up here. Kind of relying on this Wukong to get.
It's slowly slipping away. They have to.
They really got to step.
Happen.
They got to step it up here. But Rift Herald going to be taken down. Now, the Wukong kind of just sitting up. Oh, he just backed. Never mind.
I say sometimes you'll wait for the second dive. Diving the Ornn, though, not very easy. Like, if Ricky's full HP, even under tower, they're not killing him.
Yeah.
Shen and Wukong they're great, but they're not doing enough damage to shut down Ricky there. Now we're going to see the Yola. Once bot T1 goes, you see the mid and bot laners usually swap. It is going to be actually a Akashi to the top lane, though. Ricky going to work his way over to that bot side. Going to be a fight for vision. I'm suspecting there's a dragon up there. Is that Cloud Drag is going to be up right now, or Ocean rather. So, Saints getting set up for the objective. Biscetti getting set up to take down Antihero, though. There's the hook, the gloves, the root, the stun, the damage, and Biscetti is farming kills this game. The Blitzcrank 3-0-1. Looking like Israel Adesanya with this performance right now.
Antihero just got smoked.
Listen, I told you, if Blitzcrank lands one hook, he lands a hook, then you land it into the knock-up, so you're CC'd for about 2.5 seconds just off Blitz alone, and then you have Rockboom can root you, Akashi can ground you, you literally just cannot play the game. The CC chain they have is unreal.
And that's why you pick Olaf, so CC immune.
And Rockboom already has an item and a half, so this is going to be, even though he's 0-1-4, this is beginning to be a nicely fed Zion. Not OP fed, but, and this is Akashi, see what I mean? You just spam the Venom. And the only issue with Casho is the mana. Akashi has the blue buff. Oh, Biscetti's looking for the hook and the knockup, though. Dracosi's going to go in on Akashi. That is a dangerous play, though. Oh, the long-range hook from Biscetti. The Ornn, Akashi takes down Dracoski. Duraikon running for the hills, but it is a slow roller with the Maokai. The Saints are looking for a little bit more. Ricky, eyes set on Antihero. The Victor E just going to grace past that Ornn. Ricky, wonder if he tries to stop this back here. Looks like he will be able to. Duraikon, the Saints right now, you can see they are a mobile artillery unit. They instantly send 5 topside and instantly find results.
Yeah, they're just kind of, it seems like they're just playing with their food a little bit. Like, they're just like...
They're feeling good.
And goodbye.
And they only had to take 1 tower shot. Now Akashi has double buffs. This game looking very similar to the first game. Maddie takes down Antihero there with that kill, so... Akashi, 3-0-3. Biscetti, 3-0-2. Oh, Biscetti! He don't miss! Rockboom takes down Javi. Jinx is dead. Left, Paramore, left to run. That's Blitz, baby.
He's landing all of them.
He is...
I think he's missed 1, maybe?
Yeah, the one at the beginning of the game. The level 1 hook blind over the Baron pit is the only one I think he's missed. Jesus. Listen, Biscetti, this is why I have so much respect for engaged supports, especially ones like Biscetti, because they're ADCs at heart, man. They just want to fight.
They just want to cook.
They just want to fight. And Biscetti, I mean, he's got these tied for the most kills on this team. Those boxing gloves, you know, might have a little plaster in them or something. He's a little gonna have a check gloves moment. But the Saints right now, I mean, just completely dominant early game once again. It's not the end of the world for Florida Southern, but when you look at the members, you have to try to get online to win this game. Victor currently sitting behind 0-4. That's the problem with Victor. Very immobile. Oh, there's the Hex Flash. There's the hook. And down goes Lulu. Maddie taking another victim. And right now, it is just a methodical destruction of Florida Southern.
Yeah, I don't know what ability after he hooks, like...
You hook and then you slam the ground and knock up. That's why it's double knock up.
And it takes up so much damage.
Yeah, that's because Biscetti luckily has a little bit of more items than you would normally have on a Blitzcrank. Normally when you roam a support, it takes you a while to get XP because you're roaming around. He has been killing every single person, so he already has that full mythic item. Already is working toward that second one as well.
Yeah, he's not doing the hold up, let him cook. He's full sending and getting all of the kills.
And he's got those swiftness boots, so he is literally just a running hook unit. Is he getting, is he hex flashing? I was going to say, I don't think he's recalling. Maybe trying to find a hex flash hook. This Rift Herald, though, the Saints are going to go for the engage. This tower's going to fall, and the engage is so perfect. The tower falls, and Florida Southern's fallen too. The Saints are ripping them to shreds. Why not a second crash for Shelly? And they're going to look to set their eyes on this Jinx, but this mid lane in absolute tatters. and the Saints are going to get another Dragon shortly because of that one. A Mountain Dragon and 140, Baron and 3.5 right now. Honestly, Florida Southern, you're praying for a miracle.
Yeah, you're Saints at a 10K gold lead.
They can't fight
16 minutes.
They can't fight until Jinx has 3 items now, unironically.
They can't.
Rockboom has 2 full items, has T2 boots. And like, Akashi has Rod of Ages, has the Archangel Staff. This is looking pretty tricky for Florida Southern.
Yeah, like Jinx is what? Got, I think that's
1
Gale Force?
Kraken Slayer.
Kraken Slayer. It's one of the
It builds the same way, yeah.
It does
same
the
items.
same thing. But struggling nonetheless.
I mean, mid.
Mid diff.
The one thing with Victor, he is immobile. Like, you have no speed, you have no getaway. You can pop the ghost and it's nice, but if Victor gets caught, he's usually dead. And this Victor is only at Leandri's at 17 minutes. Akashi was at this item in like 8 minutes last game.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Leandri's is not expensive. It's a relatively cheap-ish item considering it's a mythic, and it's the fact that it's taken this long, he just gets the T2 boots now. If the Saints just force the action and constantly shove like last game, there is really no reason why they can't close this one out.
Yeah, Dryken
buddy.
playing a little bit of peekaboo.
Oh, I don't think he wants to play that game.
Or just not trying to play peekaboo, just
uh-oh.
hide and buy.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be Lulu is going to stay alive. Ricky, though, still full HP despite taking a few shots there. Oh, Dryken. Yeah, you might want to hit that B button and get out of dodge. Dracoski, that's not the real Wukong.
He's just saying, help me. I'm stuck in the bush.
So, ping, please. Hopefully they don't check and stop my back. Right now, though, Mountain Drag is going to be up. Saints already working away on that sucker. It's going to be Maddie and Rockboom chunking this thing down. And that's going to be Soul Point at 18.5 minutes. Baron is up in 120, or 140 rather. Florida Southern, you hate to call for like that 2% Baron steal with Wukong, but I legitimately, unless this game goes to, no joke, 35 minutes, they don't really have a window back in here unless Jinx somehow goes unnoticed for like a 2-minute team fight. And even then, I don't know if she has the damage to take down Ricky and Maddie.
And gets a triple kill. Like,
and Ricky and Maddie are building tank again. I don't actually think she can take them down.
I mean, and the way that Biscetti's playing right now, like,
he ain't gonna let her move.
No.
Yeah.
You're getting the left hook and getting thrown up in the air, taking 95% of your health, and you're dead.
Yeah, you're getting countered right like Pereira did a couple days ago. For anyone, any of my UFC fans out there, shout out to Izzy though. Saints working away. Yeah, he went to bed. A little astral traveling for the fellas there. But top tower getting cracked open once more. Florida Southern trying their best to defend the base right now. But the Saints, they don't really care about these turrets. They're gonna set their eyes on that Baron, that juicy Baron at about 40 seconds. Florida Southern, all you can do right now, chip away at the waves, just try to keep control of the game, try to keep some kind of pace, and somehow try to get this Jinx a couple kills. They have to just try to power farm. Basically, the only thing now, though, you're power farming against other members that have more items and can farm faster than you and are already an item up. So you're kind of playing that net neutral / losing game at this point. So I think that's why you don't want to call for a miracle steal, but I think it might be to that point.
Yeah, they're going to be sitting in the bush, just hoping.
I think Akashi just actually kills both if they peek.
He probably does, honestly. Yeah, they're running away with their tail stuck
under. Oh, they got 3. Yeah, they're trying to trap the Baron. I think Akashi just got enough information there. So he had to level up from the Rod of Ages though, so he's gonna get a nice little boost. Oh, the Saints. Akashi got some information. Hello. The Saints are parents are home. They're gonna catch the kids trying to sneak out, and they're gonna take down these Florida Southern members. It is all but elementary. Rockboom's good for 1. Ricky is good for 2. All on the Wukong. The Shen rather. You got nowhere to go. Maddie's on a rampage. 20-minute Baron for St. Clair, and at this point, we're about 4 minutes away from calling this one on the Nexus.
I was gonna say Jinx is just shooting the dogs.
Just can't do. Team's all dead.
There's not.
She can fire her R, maybe try to steal it. We see the Jinx rocket. She's gonna go for the steal. That's a little bit late though. It's a right idea. It was a good shot, but Maddie spite a little bit too much there.
Yeah, and I do believe Biscetti blocked at the same time.
The lucky thing for that is it has a lot of splash damage. So if you hit somebody in the pit, it will still hit the Baron.
Yeah.
So at least it was something. That's the thing they had to try to do.
Shot in the dark.
Listen, that's all they have right now is pretty much a shot in the dark. The lights have been turned off for quite some time. They're trying to figure out where they are. And right now the Saints, they know where they are. They are in Florida Southern's base, and they are starting to walk this down mid lane. They're going to try to slowly put the squeeze now. Akashi has that blue buff still. This Baron buff should be good for at least one inhibitor. Ricky still working away at Duraikon. Like listen, credit to the two top laners. They have been skirmishing the entire game, even if it hasn't meant the most in some of these team fights. Although Ricky, as we said, he has been phenomenal in these team fights. Duraikon's getting tagged down. There's the Maokai already on cooldown. This might be the final siege the Saints were looking for. QE, down goes Lulu. Akashi, good for yet another one. It is an absolute bomb show for the Saints. Top inhib down, middle inhib down. Rockboom still looking for more, is going to find a lot of damage. That Victor narrowly going to escape. That's top inhib down. This base is cracked wide open. Nice little, a nice little 6-foot TP there from Akashi just for fun. Biscetti's going to find another kill. 409 on the Blitzcrank, and the Saints make light work of a perennial C-Law contender. They are going to take Florida Southern down in emphatic style. 25-2 game one. We played 47 minutes of League of Legends today in a best of 3.
That's usually one game.
Yeah. That's usually one game.
That's something. Yeah, I was going to say 25 minutes and then 22 for game 2.
It was 47-4 for the kills. I'm pretty sure. Is that close?
It's pretty accurate. It's around there. Wow.
Do you expect?
No.
The way the game 2 draft went, I expected a vastly different game. Ricky somehow still gets top gap as Ornn. Yeah. Ornn, you know, great team fighting champ. Ricky somehow completely stomps lane, gets that huge lead again. Rockboom actually had to, you know, got to play the video game a little bit.
He cooked this time.
And Akashi, once again, he has so many good mid lane. He literally plays every good meta mid laner right now. And that, the biggest play to me was that dive in the bot side when he got the double ground after Rockboom escapes the 1v3, and they turned what would have been a great Florida play into literal disaster. And from that point on, the game was in a rough spot.
Yeah, it was literally going to be a 2-0 for Florida, and then Akashi comes in, makes it a 3-for-1. Yeah. And it's like, hold on.
A 5-second span, you went from, hey, we have 2, and I literally said, like, oh, the perfect time to dive. They go to set up the dive, and they try to get everything going. We think we are going to have an interview. Not sure who is going to be coming onto the desk, but we're going to find one of those players. Maybe it's Akashi, Ricky, you know, we'll find one of those guys. But we'll cut it to a quick break. We'll go wrangle one of those guys off the stage. We'll catch you guys back in 1 or 2. And welcome back, and everybody. Off the back of a very, very dominant 2-0, got a couple guys from the St. Clair team. We got Akashi and Rockboom here, and I guess we'll start with Rockboom. General thoughts about the game, or just how that kind of went down, especially because we expected this game to be very close, kind of dictating what might happen in CLOL, but it was not.
Yeah, the games were pretty easy, I'd say. Honestly expected them to be a little better, but we've been practicing really hard, and I don't know, it started to really show today. Like, our practice really showed. And yeah, I just want to say, CLOL, people thought this was going to be a close game. Like, are people underestimating us? Like, we're for sure getting top 8. I'll see you guys in LA. That's a fact.
All right, so big words from Rockboom, and the team, they've been proving, they've been backing up that talk recently, but I guess we'll throw into Akashi. So I guess this series, did anything feel, different from this series to some of the last ones you guys would play? Because this series felt like you guys were firing on all cylinders from the jump. Was it game 1? I do think you guys had a substantially better draft, so I think game 1, that was a big part of it, but do you think it was just draft or preparation, or just wanting to prove people wrong that wanted you guys to, come out here and try to stop them?
No, it's not just that. We just, practice on scrims. We play harder opponents, and this was just easy, we didn't even feel the competition and stuff like that. I'm not trash talking or anything, but if we put the pressure on the scrims that we play the whole week and practice more than the enemies, and we're better than them, we deserve to win. That's all.
I think so too. And I guess the league meta hasn't really shifted, too much, but how do you guys think you've adapted to some of the patches? Or I know I've seen you playing 8 or 9 different champs and finding a way to carry it. Do you guys have any specific draft strategy? Not to give away any hints or anything, but or is there certain things you guys look for, or certain things you're we're comfortable on this and we think this will really work well against this team? Think of that.
We're planning to surprise the CLOL teams for sure. We have a lot of secret draft that we're gonna use. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we can't expose our drafts, but I think we're starting to really find our identity, and that really showed today.
Perfect. And I guess one last thing, as it gets to kind of close things off for you guys, we asked last time for expectations. You said that deep CLOL run, you're still expecting to win CLOL, but I guess any other expectations or anything you guys are anything else you guys are hoping to accomplish, whether it's individually or as a team, or is it just winning CLOL? Is that just the one and only deadpan goal?
I really wish me and my teammates keep on the grind, and I really wish them the best. I really wish to see every one of them in the LCS stage, later on the, chase their career and stuff like that. So I think they can make it. I believe in them, and CLOL is the first part that we're gonna achieve.
Yeah, and for me, I want to get to Academy. That's my goal. And if we win CLOL, that will help, and the whole NACL and all that stuff. I need to get to Academy.
I was going to say a quick shout out to you. That deep NACL run was something to behold as well. That was a crazy good run by you and Rock Bottom Esports. So shout out to you guys for that. That was an insane run to watch as well. So you can see a lot of these guys are very, very motivated, very, very hungry to get out there and chase those championships. They feel like they are very, very close, but we thank you guys for the time. They take down Florida Southern 2-0. What was supposed to be a close game, they turned a couple heads. They showed some of the haters why they consider themselves one of these top teams in collegiate. But thanks to Akashi, thanks to Rockboom, I'm sure we're going to see them back again soon. This league team, they are just getting fired up, and so are we, but we're going to end things off for tonight. We'll catch these guys later down the line. I guess one thing, any last words for either of you two, or just you guys have had enough? You guys all...
I'm good. Anything for
just
me?
Just to make sure.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but we're coming for you guys.
You heard the man. That's all. That's enough to leave it on. Akashi and Rockboom, thank you guys very much. Shout out to the league team. Nice 2-0 tonight. We'll catch you guys in the next stream.
Peace.